Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs, and we got some major Gundam Battle Operation 2 news this morning. Naturally, this happened while I was asleep, but yeah, there was a developer newsletter, and it was announced that the PC version, the Steam version of the game, is getting the Freedom Gundam from Gundam Seed. So, yeah, that is new territory in a variety of ways. For one, it's a suit from outside the Universal Century. And for another, it is a PC exclusive. So this is just kind of really interesting development. Apparently, the developer newsletter said that when they ran those surveys last year asking, would you want mobile suits from alternate universes in Gundam Battle Operation 2? And it seems as though the PC playing respondents generally said yes, and the PlayStation Network players generally said no. So that is why only PC is getting the Freedom Gundam. They're going to be apparently holding another survey after Freedom hits to see how it is received. But yeah, that is where things are. And I'd like to point out that while this is the first non-Universal Century mobile suit in the game, it is not the first non-Universal Century thing to happen in the game. We've gotten things in the lobby and in the user interface from other universes before. We have that one operator from I think it's Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost On. There were Witch from Mercury promos in the lobby in the base camp. So so I guess the best way to put it is that this is the first time that alternate universe material can't particularly be ignored in GBO2. Because if you're fighting a Freedom Gundam, you're fighting a Freedom Gundam. There's no two ways about that. Now, I feel like some of the things they've been doing lately have kind of been in preparation for this. Situation battles, of course, are at the moment entirely UC centric, and that, if you want a UC experience, that is a way to get one. Another thing is that with the Agi battles the last couple of weeks, they've also revived the series battle category. So if you're setting up a custom room and wanted to set up UC only, presumably that is a thing that they could set up the game to do. Honestly, I don't think this is a bad thing in general, and the fact that it is, for the moment, PC exclusive is actually, I think, a good thing, because that means that it's not going to interrupt the usual update schedule of the PSN version. Because, to be honest, one of the things I really love about Gundam Battle Operation 2 is the fact that we get all this, obscure UC weirdness that has probably never been seen in any Gundam game before. Or if so, never a, Gundam action game. Maybe in, G-Generation or one of those. But, I doubt there's any other games out there that have ever had the Thunderbolt Agis. There's an arcade game from the 90s that had the Dolmel. That's where it came from, but I'm pretty sure no game's ever had the Dolmel Doe. So, yeah, there's just one of my favorite things about GBO2 is just all this neat, weird UC stuff I've never even heard of getting in the game, or I never thought would be in a game getting in the game, and I'm glad that, the alternate universe stuff is still kind of a side project at the moment, because much as I love some of the alternate universe stuff, I've played, Burning Gundam and Freedom Gundam in other games. If it came down to, we're going to do the weird Woundwort variant with the giant ridiculous hood ornament on its head, or we're going to do, Shining Gundam in the 5th game it's been in, I'd kind of rather have the Woundwort, if I'm honest. It's just kind of a weird place to be in. I like having those suits. I like those suits existing. I like the AU suits not kind of taking their slots, whether or not that would actually be what happened. So, you know, if we're moving into parallel development between PC and PlayStation, that's really probably not the bad news for either side. Of course, I am speaking on this from a position of having the privilege of being able to play either version of the game. I've got a PS5, I've got a pretty decent computer. Well, decent enough, it's like 4 or 5 years old now. Probably have to upgrade one day. But, yeah, I can play either one for people who only have access to one version of the game and want something that's only in the other version. That's going to be a thing. I don't know, I don't know how that's going to work or how people are going to feel about that, but the good news is, like they said, there's another poll coming, so we will be able to communicate how we feel about that directly. So, on the PlayStation Network side of things, the announcement we got is that we are getting a UC Engage collaboration that's going to run for about a month. The basic Engage Zero is going to be part of a token pack. The Engage Zero with Booster is going to be the first week's mobile suit. The second week is going to be the High Mobility Camphor, which is basically a camphor with a bunch of Gerbera Tetra parts stapled to it. And then there's a couple of mystery suits from UC Engage. There's a lot of options for that because, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the domestic version of UC Engage is significantly behind the Japanese version. But even there, we've got a bunch of different versions of the Engage Gundam and the Engage Zero. And I'm pretty sure there's some other exclusives. So yeah, there's some options. I mean, technically, I guess if you wanted to call it a UC Engage tie-in, one of the first event suits was Ana Delgado's Rick Dom. That's a possibility. Also, Shin Matsunaga's Zaku was in the same event. So, yeah, I would imagine that's possible too if we're looking to, mirror UC Engage events. Then again, since GBO2 is, of course, a Japanese game, odds are it could be something that's only appeared in the Japanese version so far. So there's a lot of possibilities, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that is like too. Definitely going to get the Engage Zero token pack, because to be honest, I get the token packs as they come out so I can, let people know about the suits. Yeah, I'm looking forward to both of these things, honestly. Yeah, I'm really kind of torn on how to feel about the Freedom Gundam, but I think ultimately it's going to be a good thing. Anyway, that is going to do it for this just reaction video, I guess, for lack of a better term. And, when the Freedom Gundam is out, I'm going to at least try to roll for it and see if I can get it. I'd love to try the thing out. It looks interesting. The fact that, yeah, they are going to give it phase shift armor, which does basically reduce damage from ballistic weapons like it should, and reaction. That should be a fun mechanic, though. Just like the later phases of Seed where the Freedom Gundam shows up, it's not going to be as useful as it was at the beginning of Seed. Be honest, I'd love to see a Strike Gundam get added at a lower cost at some point, just because it's going to make better use of that than I think Freedom will end up doing. There's definitely some ballistic weapons up at that cost. That should, I imagine, help block the Moon Gundam's funnels a little bit. Or Psycho Plates, of course. But yeah, a lot going on, a lot to think about. Guess I'm picking the PC version back up again, at least for a little bit. Been trying to avoid running 3 accounts at once, but here we are. Anyway, that is going to do it for this update. I'm going to attach it to random footage, I think, probably, if I didn't say that before, which I may have done, because I'm kind of recording this piecemeal as my brain runs aground and I have to double back to do certain things. But at any rate, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about all this, and until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!